Are you ready to make 2025 the year that you finally hit your money goals? Whether it's saving for a home, growing your investments, or paying off debt, today we're talking about actionable steps to make it happen. I'm turning 30 this month, and in my 20s, I've managed to buy my first home, manage a six-figure investment account, and travel to over 25 countries. So stick around, as in this video, I'll not only walk you through the essentials, but also share a few game-changing strategies you might not have heard of before. As we move into 2025, there is no better time to reassess your finances. New year, new me stuff. It's like a clean slate, a time to reset and refocus. It's not just a symbolic change, it's a real opportunity to reflect on your financial habits from the past year and set the tone for the months ahead. Maybe 2024 didn't go as planned, or maybe you crushed your goals. Either way, this is your chance to fine-tune your strategy for 2025 and make it your most financially successful year yet. When it comes to personal finance, progress isn't just about giant leaps, it's about consistency. Small intentional changes, whether it's setting up an automatic savings plan or reviewing your spending habits, can snowball into life-changing results over time. This isn't about perfection, it's about making steady progress toward your big financial goals. In this video, I'll walk you through 5 key steps to get your finances in order in 2025. These are practical and achievable steps designed to set you up for success, whether you're saving for a big purchase, paying off debt, or just trying to grow your wealth. And don't worry, this isn't a one-size-fits-all video. You'll be able to tweak these steps to fit your own financial goals and your lifestyle. Step 1 is to reflect on 2024. Before you can set effective goals for 2025, it's important to understand where you're starting from. Think of this step as taking a snapshot of your financial health. It's hard to know where you're going if you don't know where you've been. Reflecting on what worked and what didn't work in 2024 will help you identify your strengths, weaknesses, and areas of opportunity. Start by listing the financial wins you achieved in 2024. Did you pay off a credit card, save for a holiday, start investing? No matter how small, every win matters. After that, take a look at what didn't go so well. Did you overspend in certain areas, miss a savings goal, fall behind on debt payments? This isn't about beating yourself up. It's about learning from those experiences and finding ways to avoid repeating them. Also, make sure to dig into the numbers, a financial health checkup, if you will. First, take a look at your net worth. Add up your assets like savings, stocks, crypto, or whatever, and subtract your liabilities or debts. By comparing this against last year, you'll be able to see if you've moved ahead financially or backwards. Second, take a look at your debt specifically. This could be credit cards, mortgage, personal loans, anything like that. Have they increased over the past year, stayed the same, or even gone down? This will help you craft your 2025 debt reduction strategy. And thirdly, do the same for your savings and look at whether you've met your savings or investment goals. If you didn't, what got in the way? Also, make sure to look at your emergency fund. Would it cover a minimum of 3 months of expenses? By reflecting on your wins, misses, and financial data, you're not just identifying problems, you're setting yourself up for solutions. Think of this as your foundation for your 2025 money goals. The clearer you are on where you stand, the easier it'll be to create a realistic plan to move forward. Step 2 is to set your money goals for 2025. Now, setting goals is easy. Achieving them is the hard part. That's where the SMART framework comes in. It's a proven method that takes vague aspirations and turns them into actionable plans. By breaking your goals down into specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound steps, you'll not only know what success looks like, but also how to get there. So let's break down the SMART framework. The first letter is S, for specific. A goal should be clear and focused. Instead of saying, I want to save money, try, I want to save $5,000 for a holiday. This removes all the ambiguity and gives you a clear target to aim for. The second letter is M, for measurable. You need a way to track progress. How else will you know if you're on track to hit your goal? For the holiday example, you could break it into milestones, like saving $500 each month or $125 every week. The third letter is A, for achievable. While it's great to dream big, your goals should also be realistic. If you're currently saving $200 a month, suddenly trying to save $1,000 might not be feasible. Stretch yourself, but stay within the realm of possibility. The fourth letter is R for relevant. Ask yourself, why is this goal important to me? Align your financial goals with your broader life values. For example, if financial security is your priority, saving for an emergency fund might take precedence over non-essential spending. And the final letter is T for time-bound. A deadline creates urgency. Without it, goals can drift indefinitely. Instead of saying, I want to save $5,000, say, I will save $5,000 by November 2025. Deadlines keep you accountable and focused. Let's look at a few great examples. Let's say I want to save more money. Under the SMART framework, you'd say, I will save $5,000 for a holiday fund by saving $500 monthly starting in January 2025. I'll also be completing it by November. Another example is I want to start investing. Under the SMART framework, we would instead say, I will invest $2,000 into a selection of low-cost index ETFs by setting up an automatic transfer of $250 per month starting in January 2025. When setting your goals for next year, consider these questions. What is the one financial goal that excites or motivates you the most? Make sure to start there, as it'll keep you engaged. What potential roadblocks might you face, and how can you plan for them? And who can keep you accountable? Sharing your goals with a trusted friend or partner can help you reach those goals. Once you have created your goals for 2025 under the SMART framework, write them down and have them somewhere visible. It could even be a vision board if that helps. You want it to be a daily reminder that helps you focus and remain motivated. So we've reflected on 2024 and set our SMART goals for 2025. Step number 3 is to create a budget. This is the foundation of financial success. Think of it as your money's roadmap. It tells every dollar where to go so you can stay on track towards your goals. But here's the thing. No two budgets look the same. The key is to create one that fits your lifestyle, your priorities, and your financial goals. There are two common approaches to budgeting. The first is the 50-30-20 rule. This method is simple and flexible, making it a great place to start. Basically, 50% of your income goes towards needs, things like rent, groceries, and utilities. The next 30% goes towards wants, things like dining out, entertainment, or travel. And the final 20% goes towards your savings or debt repayment. So this is a simple way to get started. The second approach is a bit more involved and is for those who like a bit more control over every dollar. It's called $0 budgeting. The idea is to assign every dollar of your income a job, whether that's paying bills, saving, investing, or spending. At the end of the month, your income minus expenses should equal 0. What many people do is they create buckets and send defined amounts into each one every month. This approach ensures you're intentional with every cent and can help you uncover areas where you might be overspending. Once you've decided on your budgeting method, the next step is to trim the fat. Subscriptions are a great place to start. Do you really make use of all of those streaming services or meal kits or gym memberships? Often, it's these recurring expenses that slip under the radar and quickly add up. A good trick is to log into your bank account or credit card, obtain a transaction extract, and make a list of all of your expenses. For every item, ask yourself whether it adds value to your life or whether there may be a cheaper alternative. If it's no longer needed, cancel it. Or if there's a cheaper alternative, switch them. Small changes can add up over time. A budget isn't something that you need to set and forget. It's a living, breathing plan that needs regular check-ins. Set aside time each week or month to review your spending and adjust as needed. If you notice you're consistently overspending in one area, tweak your budget to reflect your reality. I've included a link down below in the video description for Pocketsmith. They're a great tool for creating a budget and tracking your spending. They can even connect to your bank account or even your credit card provider to automatically pull your expenses across, so it's a really useful service. So now we've created a budget and eliminated expenses that crept in over the past year. Now we need to automate your savings and investments. Let's face it, sticking to financial goals can be tough, especially when life gets busy. That's where automation comes in. Automating your savings and investments takes the guesswork and the temptation to spend out of the equation. It ensures that your financial goals are prioritized before you even have a chance to think about spending that money elsewhere. Companies like Booster and Debut have introduced innovative features to automate savings, such as rounding up transactions, salary sweeps, and salary splits. What I personally do is I set up auto invests with my investing platforms. Basically, every fortnight when I'm paid, I have an automatic transfer set up that sends money to my investment accounts. Once the money lands, the investment platform will automatically invest my funds as I like. Companies like Sharesies, Goldie, Kernel, and several others offer this service, sometimes with lower fees as well. Other great reasons include consistency, discipline, and peace of mind, knowing that everything is taken care of automatically. So to get started with automating your finances, here's the steps to follow. First, review your budget and decide how much you can comfortably allocate to savings and investments. Second, set up your automatic transfers from your main bank account to your savings and investment accounts. Aim to time these transfers for the day your paycheck lands. And third, depending on your bank, ask them about tools or apps that support automation like salary sweeps, salary splitting, and the rounding up of transactions. Keep in mind that automations shouldn't be rigid. If your income or expenses change, revisit your automation settings and adjust as needed. Flexibility ensures that your financial plan continues to serve you even when life evolves. If you're unsure about the step, start small and work your way up. So we've got our goals, set up our budget, and automated our savings and investments to hit our 2025 goals. The final step is to track our progress. Setting financial goals is just the beginning. Tracking your progress is what ensures you stay on course. Think of it like driving towards a destination. Without often checking the map, how will you know if you're still heading in the right direction? A monthly check-in keeps you accountable, helps you celebrate small wins, and allows you to adjust your strategy when life throws you a curveball. The key to consistency is building a habit. Set aside a specific time each month to review your finances. Mark it in your calendar as your money review day. Scott Pape, the author of The Barefoot Investor, even calls it a money date. You want to use that time to focus on a few areas. First, are you on track with your SMART goals? If you wanted to save $500 a month, did you manage to do that? And if not, why not? And what can you do to get back on track? Second, compare your budget and actual spending. Did you stick to your budget? Third, did your net worth increase over the month? And finally, how much did you save or invest during the month? These are the areas you want to concentrate on. If you want help creating a budget, there's a few ways you can do this. PocketSmith is a great tool for tracking expenses and planning ahead. It syncs with your accounts and provides insights into your spending habits. For those that love a bit of customization, a simple Google Sheets or Excel spreadsheet works as well. I've included a link down below for free videos showing you how to create a budget or calculate your net worth in Google Sheets. And finally, you could always use a trusty pen and paper to keep track. Remember, life isn't always predictable, and that's okay. If your financial situation changes, whether it's an unexpected expense, a pay rise, or a shift in priorities, use your monthly review to adjust your plan. Flexibility is key to staying on track in the long run. As a bonus tip, use 2025 to find new income streams. You could freelance on the side, start a side hustle, or upskill for a promotion. Some people find it easier to grow their income than to shrink their expenses. It all depends on what works for you. Remember, no matter where you're starting, every small step gets you closer to financial freedom. Here are 2 other videos I've made looking at how to create a budget and calculate your net worth, so make sure to check those out as well. If you like this video, please make sure to subscribe down below, and I look forward to catching you on the next one. Cheers.